March 30th, we have CVS right here on the switchback. I'm trying to see real quick. 76.70, 76.70, 30. It's about 40 cents. So, yeah, we'll go 400 shares short. All right, so I would have loved to have gotten it up here on it, but I'll take it down here wherever I can get it. So I went a little heavy on the share size because this just had a loser yesterday. So today we have a super premium trade in hand, so a higher probability of success. So I decided to go heavy on the shares. I did not trade yesterday, so it worked out really nice that I didn't take part in the loser, and I can hopefully have a winner with this super premium and have some elevated profits from it. So we'll see how this pans out. Okay, so we're still on the scaling ladders at the $100 risk reward area, unless we have a super premium show up like this. So as long as I get $100 out of this, we'll be good to go. So once we cross through this level, I'm gonna sell or put an order in to sell most of my shares at a stop there, and then I'm gonna let the other shares ride, and I'm gonna get out on a different way of getting out. So I'm gonna show you what that is. But once we get through this level, I'll put my stop in, lock in my $100, and then We'll keep a few shares on so you can see another way to exit the trade when you have super premium plays. Okay, so we made it most of the way to the target, but we didn't get to the target yet, so I didn't move my stop. But I am going to move my stop now to break even, basically, because we did make it to most of the way to the target. So now if we get stopped out here and we miss out on all that profit, is what it is. Following the rules about 90% of the way. Move the stop to break even plus a couple bucks, and that's where we're at. So okay, here we go. So right now I have this 400 in, so I could always move this around, but I want to be ready to dump most of my position and then keep a little bit. All right, so just came back in. So basically we hit our target right here. So this is pretty much a dead trade. So I should go ahead and take my 300 off right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. And of course, the way I always do it, I never just take it off, but I will put my stop in like that. And then I'll either go down or back up. This is a dead trade. So I could just totally exit my position right now and call it a day, or at least with this ticker, and be good to go. Okay, so now we're out of a chunk of our position over here. So what do we got? 100 shares left, locked in $100 so far. And then we'll put our stop in right here with 76.03. Break even basically. 76.31. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade based on the candles. So when we get a green candle above a red candle, I'll show you what we're going to do to move our stop if this one doesn't stop us out right here. And this is another way I get out when I have super premium trades. I lock in my profit, and then I get out based on candles to try to squeeze a little more out. Hold on, Maddie. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mark right here where I got out of this trade on my first exit. So look over the monitor. CVS to close. 76. Let's look at the average. 76.06 was the average. So I'm going to mark this just so I have it for later. And right there you can see the candle because it's touching that candle. That's the candle that I got out on. Yeah. And if we do, you know, all good. We got our 100 that we wanted to make for the day, or roughly close to that 100. Maybe we'll be a little bit shy of it. But I want to show you this exit. Oh, well, looks like we're going to get stopped out. I won't be able to show it to you, or I will. It just won't be great. Maybe not. Maybe not. If not, I'll show it to you in the next one. So we still got 100 shares in right here, short. Right on our thing. Okay, so we're out. So $92, pretty close to the 100 that we were looking for. So yes, I could have got my 130, and if I would have been paying attention, as you can hear, I'm very distracted this morning. If I was paying attention, I would have been able to get a little more out of it here if I would have dumped my 300 there instead of up here, of course. But, you know, that's how it goes. If you trade well, you make more. You don't trade well, you make less. Or you don't make at all. So, anyway, all right, we'll look for the next trade. Okay, so we got QCOM getting ready to switch here. So QCOM, you know, it's had so many winners. I was avoiding this until now. So we had our switch. Normally we play the switch and then we speed bump it until we're green. So right now this is basically a speed bump play. So we're going to go ahead and short this thing. Let's see, what is our deal here? 130.10 roughly, 129.42, so 70 cents roughly. So get the calculator out real quick. So what time is it? I got time? Yeah, I got a little bit of time. About 133 shares. 135 we'll say. Enter. And sell. Alright, cool. Hopefully we got a little discount on that. With that boosted up there a little bit. And then let's go ahead and put our stop in. One, which really would be a speed bump, but for now it'll be a stop. 130.01. Oh yeah, down here. Hold on, Miley. Hold on, Miley. Hold on. Hold on, Miley. It's very difficult to trade when you're distracted. Alright, so we got our, looks like our stops in a pretty good place. So this is my target right here, right now. So we'll once we get through here, we'll just take a little bit of money. Mm-hmm. Okay, so QCOM basically hit its target. So I'm going to move my stop to break even, which is 129.47. Yeah, you can draw right there, Miley. So QCOM basically is full on, right on, just missing his target by a penny or two. So I could jump out of this trade if I wanted to. It'd be a good trade. But I'm going to give it a moment. Looks like the market might be selling off a little bit. Yeah, go ahead. You got a circle right there. Trade. All right, there we go. So stopped out of QCOM for a small profit, $3. It's too bad we didn't take advantage of this right here. Just barely missed it. I could have hit the exit right there. The goal was just to tap this and bounce out. We just missed it by pennies. But I moved my stop to break even, following the rules. And sure enough, you know, at least we're not red on the trade. So, you know, that'll add to the, you know, I don't have commissions with Thinkorswim, so that'll add to this $95 day. We'll put that trade in the log. All right, so that's going to do it for me for today. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. It's almost 12 o'clock, and my other trades, which you'll see in a second, are so far from setting up. So I'm going to call it a day. Not a bad day, like 95 bucks. I'll show you in the log here in a second. But we had CVS right here. So CVS had a switch and then a switchback, and this is played on the switchback. We also trade on the normal day trading strategy. On the switchback, I don't worry about permission. I just trade the switches. So we had our switchback, got in the trade, hit its target, except I didn't get out there or here. I got out right here, unfortunately. And then we had a little bit that we left on the table, let it run. Didn't run. It pulled back. So it is what it is. Now we're in consolidation inside this opening range. And it may stay there all day, but we're all good. 92 bucks. So happy with that. All right, next one. APPS, no trade. We had our switch to the short, no permission. Switch long, no permission. So no trade. And if you're curious about what permission is and my strategy and algo and all that, at the link below over at the site, all my education is free. The only thing you would have to buy if you chose would be the algorithm or the log. That's the only thing I'm selling over there. But you can learn a bunch about strategies, risk management, all that different stuff, and tailor it towards your own strategy. So a lot of stuff over there you can learn that will definitely help you with your strategy itself. You don't have to trade mine, and all the education is free. So check it out in the link below. But here we go. So no trade on APPS, and you're so far away from syncing up here. So not going to happen today. NUG, same thing. So we only trade this to the long side. It's always HTB up here. See HTB. So we had our switches, but just never lined up with permission. No trades on NUG. I was hoping this would sync up, but it didn't. So that trade is done. Not happening. CVS we just looked at. QCOM. And then here we are, QCOM. So this one I normally trade the switch, and then I speed bump it till I'm green. So you saw we had a switch, but I didn't trade it because we've had so many winners. This thing's been insane. So I didn't trade it, and then and sure enough, it came back down. So on the speed bump play is when I decided to trade it, and then I was gonna pop out right in this area as I talked to you about. I didn't, But you can see I was smart, put my stop in break even plus a couple bucks, didn't get greedy. And look, I able to turn a green trade to a red trade. So at least it made $3 instead of losing $100 or more. So definitely the right play, not to be greedy, follow the rules. So let's go check out the log. So TWOU, I don't trade it anymore. Remember that thing, I dumped it, it's gone. You won't see it traded anymore. Done with TWOU. And yeah, so here we go. So let's go look at the log. Okay, so here we are in the day trading log. So you can see where I entered my trades in. So when I scale in or scale out of a position, I put multiple entries in the log. So right here, CVS, I jumped all in at 76.36, but then I scaled out 300 and 100. So then I just put these additional entry in and put it like that. So that's how I use my log when I'm scaling out or scaling in. And then we got our little tiny winner here. So either way, 96 bucks, almost $100, which is pretty sweet. And then if you go over to the scaling ladder, here we are. So this automatically fills in green for me based on what's happening in my account. It knows when I'm ready to scale up or when I need to scale down based on losses and stuff like that. So 2 more wins and we'll be in the $150 bracket. And then, we got that bracket. Then we'll move on to 500 and 1,000. So I always start my year slow, scaling up nice and slow. It's good for me in the mental game because then I'm not too stressed out. I'm not getting too aggressive. It kind of just balances me out. I know how many wins and losses I'm projecting based on my success rate with my strategy, which is at least 80% or better. Sometimes it does fall in the 76 range. TWOU beat us up a little bit. That thing started to drop us down to like the 70% range, so I had to get rid of it. But for the most part, we stay above 80. And with that, this scaling ladder allows me to comfortably grow my account without stressing too much that I'm going to get into the red and blow it up. But at the same time, it starts off slow, but then it gets exponentially faster as it grows. So, we start out, looking at the $100 range in a small account, and then we could easily be in the $500,000 range by the end of the year. So, or better, depending on how many trades we take. So yeah, it's pretty nice to have this. And this also helps me remind me, of my goals when I'm feeling FOMO and stuff like that. I can look at this and be like, don't FOMO, stick to the plan because this is what the plan delivers you. And if I do that, then this is what I get delivered. If I get FOMO, then all this could disappear because I'll blow up my account. So this helps remind me to keep me in line. So it works out good. Over on the dashboard for March, we're looking at 3,200 so far. We got one more day of trading left. I was hoping to break 3,500 for March, but it looks like we might just come up a little short. Either way, good month. Definitely a good month. We got 2 losing days, a little $16 day here and $118 day there, but not too bad. And then over in the accounts over here, account 1, this is a swing trading account. We're at 893 right now. Held that trade over from last year, which kind of beat this up a little bit, but either way, green. And then futures, we're green, slowly growing that one. So we're going to be able to scale up on the futures market. It's going to be nice. And then that will grow exponentially fast, big time. And then day trading, we're here at 840 right now. So all green on the year, which is awesome. Slowly growing it. And then we'll just let it accelerate as we get into the end of the year and be good to go. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.